Like, honestly, if you do a journal and you have days that are just like a blank page, just leave it blank and move on to the next page. And if you accomplish nothing that day, just keep doing it. And then later when you're reading back and you're reading from a week ago, from a month ago, whatever, you see that blank page. Yeah. Wonder to yourself what you actually did. See if you can remember anything about that day. No, nothing. Well, you may as well have not existed for that day. It's like being comatose. And if at the end of your day, you can't look back at your day and be like, hey, I'm glad I did this thing. And if it's just one thing, like, hey, okay, so some background. So Canada has some weird recycling, but I want to talk about returns. So there are deposits for certain things that we buy, and that deposit is returned to you if you're responsible and actually bring it back to a particular kind of recycling facility. So glass was the big thing back in the day. So you'd have like a 25-cent deposit on a big bottle or something like this. So now it's a deposit. It varies, can or plastic bottles or this kind of stuff. And so we've got, you can actually bring that stuff back. And I started getting into drinking a whole lot of Diet Pepsi. This episode is not brought to you by Diet Pepsi. And so we actually have stacks and stacks of their 24 can cases, but I reuse the same pallets to have the empties back on them. And they're actually filling our living room now. And I think it's something like, I want to say it's like 6 cases or something like that. Okay. So why did I get off on that sidetrack? Okay. So one accomplishment could be go and take those cans, load them into your car, and just like go and get the money back. It's got to be worth like several dollars. It's probably not even worth the gas money to do, which is why I find this entire thing really dumb. Especially if you count like wear and tear on your car, right? Most people don't think about that kind of thing. Like, don't go and be a driver for Uber, because not only do you not make much money, gas costs money, and your car is going to fall apart while you're driving it. So, not including people that throw up in the back of your car or something like that. Like, that takes time and money to clean that. At any rate, I could imagine that if you were to go and walk into a room and just clear that room out and fix a problem like that, make it go away, that you could write, dear diary, today I recycled, I cleaned this one room. And then the next day you would have the burden of that empty, that wreck cleaned. So you'd be a little bit better off the next day. And that's what I've talked about momentum, right?